Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. McDonald's acting different. I usually wouldn't even post this, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But the way this motherfucker look, they acting different, on God.
Sandwiches, McDonald's, what can I get for you?
I need to order off your a la carte menu.
What can I get for you?
I need 7 quarter-pounder patties, just stacked up in a container.
How many?
7.
Anything else?
That's it.
And we have a warning from the CDC this Wednesday. Quarter-pounder hamburgers from McDonald's have been linked to E. coli infections. The CDC says between September 27th and October 11th, 49 people in 10 states, including Colorado and Nebraska, were all sickened. One person actually died. Now, if you eat a quarter-pounder and experience symptoms like severe stomach cramps, fever, vomiting, go ahead, contact your doctor. Those most at risk are small kids, adults 65 and older, and those with compromised immune systems.
So today is October 22nd, 2024, and the CDC is reporting an E. coli outbreak associated with McDonald's burgers, more specifically McDonald's quarter pounders. So far, there have been at least 49 cases in 10 different states. There have been 10 hospitalizations and at least 1 death. Right now, the CDC is stating that this is a fast-moving outbreak. Most sick people are reporting eating a quarter pounder hamburgers from McDonald's, and investigators are working quickly to confirm which food ingredient is contaminated. So far, McDonald's has stated that they have pulled ingredients from these burgers and they won't be available for sale in some states. Important to know, this type of infection, E. coli, most often causes symptoms of nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. They can often come 3 to 4 days after exposure, and then they most commonly will be self-resolving, meaning that they will go away on their own. But for those who are high risk, for example, young children, those who are elderly, those who are pregnant, that if you've been exposed and if you have symptoms, even if you're not high risk, this is an important reminder that if you think you might have been exposed to this type of E. coli, to not take antidiarrheal medications, because that can worsen the symptoms and even increase your risk of a complication called hemolytic uremic syndrome.
So as they stop serving quarter pounders at McDonald's because of an E. coli outbreak, they're not sure if it's the beef or if it's the onions that's causing the problem. But it probably isn't the beef, because McDonald's cooks their meat at 160 degrees, which should kill the bacteria and is the recommended temperature to kill harmful pathogens. I can't see how it could be the beef that's causing the problem, because even if it had this bacteria, the grill should kill it. And because they're suspecting it could be the meat or the onions, just with this knowledge, it probably is the onions, because they don't grill the onions. Instead, they use dehydrated onions and then they rehydrate them and add them to
the warning from the CDC just in, one ingredient they're now looking into, the sliced onions used for those quarter pounders, but they have not said for sure that that was the culprit.
At least to slivered onions used in the quarter pounder and sourced by a single supplier that serves 3 distribution centers.
For now, the company has stopped using fresh sliced onions, and they're pulling quarter pounders in the affected states.
The only suspicious thing would be, why aren't the other menu items contaminated with this bacteria? Because it's just the quarter pounder. Or so they think. Maybe just everybody that's gotten sick and been hospitalized so far ate a quarter pounder. But there could also be other menu items that could be contaminated by this, especially if it's from the onions.
Slivered onions sourced from a single supplier, which serves 3 distribution centers.
The onset dates for this disease are between, at this point, September 27th and October 11th. If there has been a contaminated product within our supply chain, it's very likely worked itself through that supply chain already. What's important today is that we've taken the action to protect the American public and promote public health.
Put the cheese and the onion and the diarrhea.
Here's my quarter pounder. I got my special sauce, my pickles, onions. So good. The more you know.
$15 an hour, and I get lucky enough to still have the piece of paper between the cheese and the burger, so that way everything comes off and it's all separate. Oh! Very cool.
So if you've had McDonald's in the last 3 to 4 days and are not feeling well, you definitely want to go get checked out.
Other beef products at McDonald's, including the cheeseburger, hamburger, Big Mac, McDouble, and the double cheeseburger, are not impacted.
This is bad! eating I shouldn't be. Call the police. Hurry up.